Hey everybody, we have a special guest in the kitchen, in the house today. We have Alex Turnbull. You might recognize her if you're on Instagram, social media. She is known as the family nutritionist, and you're a dietitian.
I am, and I'm also a mom.
And also a mom, which is how I found you on social media. I love all your posts. This is like your full-time gig now.
It is, yes. I create content around feeding kids, and it's really fun.
And it's incredibly helpful for new moms like myself to learn from you because there's so many things out there, and you try things out and give parents such great advice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So we're talking summer hydration. The kids are probably out and about, running around, and it's so hard for even me with my niece and nephew and my young 2-year-old son. Hey, drink your water. Stay hydrated. It's challenging for parents.
It is. And, you know, kids are really at higher risk for dehydration because they don't quite understand that thirst, what that means yet. So us as the parents have to really remind them of, you know, drinking their water. But, you know, water is great, right? I have some fun water bottles here. So if you can get your kids to pick out a fun water bottle, that can help, definitely. But sometimes plain water isn't always the most fun.
Alluring to children,
Yeah, right. And if it is, it's great. It's the best form of hydration we have. But there are other forms of hydration. So obviously we have milk. And then one of my favorite things for kids is like flavored water boxes, because it's like a juice box, but it's actually water.
You also have foods that hydrate, which is
so
great.
We always think of water, right? That's the only thing that can hydrate us. But anything that has fluid in it, so beverage or food. So fruits and vegetables are a perfect example of ways that we can keep our kids hydrated, especially watermelon, right?
Yeah.
It's 90% water. So that's perfect, and perfect for summer, right? It's watermelon season. So a wide variety of different fruits and vegetables is always good for our kids. Sometimes harder to get them to eat, but there are some creative ways that we can incorporate some fruits and veggies, or at least fruits, into their hydration. So I have two fun and really easy ways to keep your kids hydrated in a way that they're really gonna really love it.
I love that.
So first thing I have these fun little like silicone push pops.
Those look amazing.
These push
pops. Do they work well?
Yes, they're awesome. I tested them out. I put water in them, and I like
they leak all over your freezer and get all sticky?
I mean, you can set them upright so that they freeze level, but they really are pretty slick. So,
that's awesome.
I mean, I made these ones. This is just peaches and orange juice, which so easy. So I have some frozen fruit here and some orange juice. You could just use water if you want, or milk, really whatever you want. So you just are gonna want some kind of fruit. You could use fresh or frozen, doesn't matter. Let your kids pick it out, get them involved in the choices so that they're more willing to actually try it. I always say to get kids in the kitchen. It can be a little messier, but
the parents need to have patience.
Breathe. Yes, breathe. But it pays off. I can't tell you how many times my kids have tried foods when they're helping me in the kitchen that they won't even touch on their plate come mealtime.
Because they were part of the making of it.
Yeah, they are.
I love that.
And they explore it. So like that took less than a minute. It's so easy.
Super easy.
So, and then you're
just
gonna fill these up. Oh, and I have a little funnel, so it's.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you know
so
what?
when you do lay these down, they don't drip?
No, they don't. I lay them on like a sheet
these?
pan. Amazon.
Check for these little
I'm gonna pour some more juice in here just to thin it out, because you want it to be kind of thin, so it's just easier to pour in. Okay. You got it? Okay.
This is where the kids come in handy too.
Yes, the hardest part is just figuring out when to stop.
It looks like it's to the
Is
top
it?
there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. So you want to leave a little bit of space so that when it freezes, it kind of expands, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Look how easy that is.
Yeah, and then I lay it on a sheet pan,
or
you can stick it, in your freezer.
Drip free. That's awesome.
I know. So you could put yogurt in there. You could put just orange juice.
There.
Whatever you want. So yeah.
That's awesome. And then you also have the classic popsicle.
Yes. So I think we all grew up on popsicles, or even the rainbow assorted freezies, right?
Oh yes.
Which
Flavor ice.
Yeah, your kids can definitely have. But again, we're watching that added sugar. And we want our kids to stay hydrated. So this is a really fun way to get some fruits in and stay hydrated. So all you need is any popsicle mold. You can get them at the dollar store, wherever. So this is also from Amazon. So we are going to add some blueberries and some strawberries. But this is where I like to get kids involved.
Okay.
So
I'll be your kid.
Have you ever used a kid-safe knife?
No.
Okay.
I probably should. Looking at my hands, they're all scarred up.
We'll just cut up a few there. And then I'm gonna add the blueberries. So again, get your kids involved
that
doing
works.
this. Yeah.
Does the job.
And so it's an easy way to get them in the kitchen, safely, because the
Right.
kitchen can kind of be a dangerous place for kids, with all the
Yeah.
sharp things, the hot things. So this is a fun and safe way to do it. So.
Cool. We'll do another here.
Yeah. And we're just gonna add water. So
Oh,
nothing,
really?
Yeah. I mean, you can add juice, like 100% juice. I always say to do 100% juice with kids, just so we're, watching the added sugars, because juice is tricky, the marketing around there for kids. So
So I'm just throwing these in.
yeah,
on top
throw
of
them in there. This is a really good one for like the 4th of July too, with the
Yeah.
colors. So super fun. You could even get little mini food cutters and do little shapes.
Oh, that's
all
great.
different
Yeah,
things.
little-
Woo, rolling away.
Cool. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm like assuming you could do yogurt.
Oh,
or like
yes,
yogurt pops.
yes, definitely. You could even take like what we made in these and put
just
it in
dump
there.
it on top.
Oh my gosh, there's so
We'll do
many
a
ways.
few more here.
Now it does take a little bit more time, but it's a fun activity to do with your kids. So
Wow,
we'll
and just
film it.
water. That's great.
I'm just using water. You can see there, I have them here, and they have little wrappers. So if you wanted to make up a bunch, you can have
Smart.
them in your freezer. so-
Wrappers from Amazon too.
Yeah, so this all came together in the kit, which is
Oh, that's
super,
awesome.
super handy. So again, you just have
That's
to be mindful
great.
of where you're filling it up, but.
You don't always need all that added sugar. You can just do
No.
water with fruit.
Woo, yeah, natural. Natural sweetness is good, and a little bit here and there, and then we're spilling, but it's.
That's okay. Wow. All right,
I
Alex. Well,
know.
thank you for all the advice and tips. So if people want to follow you,
Mm-hmm.
how can they get in touch with you?
I'm basically on any social media platform as the Family Nutritionist, and I have a website, www.myfamilynutritionist.com. So.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, this was so much fun. So it's a fun way
Happy
to say.
summer.
Yeah, happy summer.
Stay
Thank you.
hydrated.